Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel and more importantly, my attempt to make Pathologic 2 make sense. If you didn't see the first video, I'm going to catch you up real quick. I stream primarily on Twitch and tend to do a lot of art content, but I am very passionate about Pathologic 2 and its universe as a whole. With Pathologic 3 now coming into existence, I've started theorizing and sharing my excitement over what this game could possibly be. That being said, the broader majority of my community are ARC homies and have not played a lot of Pathologic 2, if any at all. Personally, I feel that Pathologic's biggest quirk, for lack of a better term, is the amount of time it takes to truly understand what the game is trying to communicate. It makes it feel so much more worthwhile once you finally understand some of the themes and narrative elements. But I think it unfortunately alienates fans who aren't willing to spend hours on hours through multiple playthroughs of the game. I'm currently replaying Pathologic 2 on stream and have decided to dedicate a day-by-day series explaining game mechanics and narrative context to players who may not understand all of the constant fourth wall breaks and play references throughout the game. Play references aside, Mark Immortal aside, this video is not meant to be an end-all be-all guide, but to explain things to players that Artemi Burak, the protagonist who grew up on the town of the Gorkon, understands, but new players to the series or just newer fans may not understand. There will be spoilers as it is a playthrough of the game, but I try and only drop knowledge and tips when I feel that a lack of understanding may turn someone away from playing the game any further. And again, selfishly, this is my favorite game, so I like talking about it. Before we get started, a couple of quick housekeeping items. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my Patreon or become a member of the channel. Your support makes videos like this possible, and I really, really appreciate it. Also, I want to give a shout out to my good friend Make, who is my sounding board for a lot of Pathologic content and provides a lot of context from Pathologic Classic, which is a game that I am not super duper familiar with. Please make sure you go check her out on Twitter and give her a follow. Anyways, let's get into it. Have been irreversibly missed, but sleep is not the only option. I know, but I need to eat before I starve, so just give me a fucking minute. I know, it's 11 days away. Wow, that was a nice 5 hours of sleep. Good thing it's still 2 in the morning. Can't wait till I can't get water and I'm dehydrating and starving too. Do crows always... Bro, what? How do I dodge? I'm going to harvest your brain. Oh, I got some good sleep. Oh, that's fucked up. Bitch, block! Yeah, give me your brain. Fuck! What? Alright, first things first, something you definitely need to know is combat in this game is a little tough. Janky, some would say. You will not walk away from a fight feeling like you won. You will walk away feeling like you survived, which might actually be the point. The game will give you a tutorial for combat at the beginning of the game, parts that I missed in my first video, so I'm not going to repeat the tutorial. But something to note here is 1, there's no dodge mechanic, I'm bitching and moaning for no reason, and 2, you gain stamina back faster when you block, so always have block up. Something else to note here is you will lose reputation for defending yourself, which is stupid, but you will also get knocked pretty severely for stealing people's organs, so you win some and you lose some. Actually, it kind of feels like you keep losing. Anyways, that's combat. A recurring theme you'll notice is I get my ass kicked repeatedly in combat, and you would think that I would learn at some point to just stop participating and just running, but I really don't ever learn that, so I'm sorry in advance. And now we're out of scalpels. Fine. Fine. I'll just take all of your money. I don't think I looted these guys earlier. I just, I tried to, but I had organs instead. Everyone's gonna hate me in the gut, and that's okay. Put your fist down, brother. You're good. Oh, I can drink to Father's Mind? Oh, yeah, let's go. That sounds like something fun. Let's go drink alcohol. What better time? Maybe we can actually sell some of the stuff we got. Maybe we can buy another scalpel. I wonder if the kids sell scalpels. Why am I hated in the hindquarters? Why am I hated in the hindquarters? Dude, can I don't care about the bowl. I want to go drink in the only bar in this town to my dead dad. I'm running. No. Not me. Incorrect. I'm so tempted to fight him. What if he has fun stuff? What if he has loot? But what if I'm a bad hand-to-hand combatant? You know what? You know who are other people I really didn't mess around with in my last playthrough? The twins. Andre and what's his face? Peter, I think. Y'all look fun. Meet the twins. They're more involved with the quote-unquote normal side of the town and also run this fun little bar. They were asked to come here similar to Bachelor Dankovsky and another character that we will meet later on. They were invited to build the polyhedron. The polyhedron is a whole can of worms that I don't really want to open yet, but just know they're architects and are not really involved with the steppe culture. Bountiful harvest? Oh, I thought you were a herbalist. Do you buy twire? We're not just interested in twire. Ashen switch, swevery, and white whip are all, of course, more rare somewhere. Ah. Only slightly revolting. That's fun. And I can't sell you any of my stuff. I can just give you money. Okay, well, I'm not. I might do that. One thing to note here is that the herbs that you can collect from the ground are generally referred to as twire, although there are other varieties and other names for them. They become very important on day 3 when a certain uninvited plague guest arrives, but if you need money or to trade for food, you can sell them here for a pretty decent price. Every day, the bar will also pay extra for one type of herb, so you can make a little extra if you have that type of herb in plenty. I think it's random which herbs sell for more on which day, but I could be wrong. Gotta get rid of some. There's a gleam of goodness. There's a gleam of goodness in your eyes, my friend. Drink with me. All right. Everyone says twire wine heightens the senses, but I think that's only true of hearing. Vision, no, you won't see anything new. It isn't absinthe. No smells either. The place reeks of herbs as is. Hearing, though, just dampens all the other senses. Just drink and you'll hear how the town sounds. You'll hear who's calling you and from where. You'll hear a rumor from afar. Perhaps from across the Gorkun, or perhaps from across the Styx itself. Drink to health, my friend. This is excellent twire wine. Okay, Andre. What a face! A loser's face. Like who's talking? The rabble is out of control. At least they looked human before. Did you hear about the stabbings? There's people with knives out in the street now, brother. Yeah, at first I didn't believe my own eyes. He who lives by the knife dies by the knife. Such people are outlaws. Killing them incurs no punishment, only gratitude. Judge Kane said so. Alright, this is the game's way of telling you that looters and bandits now exist. And eventually, arsonists will too. They're pretty easily recognizable from the militia who will attack on sight if your reputation is ass. The difference is, though, you lose reputation if you defend yourself from the militia. Attacking bandits and arsonists is like a highly encouraged, which is pretty cool, especially for the organ harvesting market. Not that I would know. They all are pretty recognizable by their face paint, and thankfully, like I said, will not cause a decrease in reputation by killing them. I do still think you get a reputation loss from taking their organs, though, which isn't as good for the organ market, but that's neither here nor there. They also mention Georgi Kane here. I'm confident I mispronounced that, but the Kanes is one of the ruling families that I was telling you guys about in the last video. They're more involved with the law side of the town and the ruling part, and they're the ones who invited the Stomaton twins to the town, as well as the Bachelor. Their primary interest is progress, so their goal with inviting all of these quote-unquote visionaries is to move the town towards the future and, by proxy, away from the steppe culture. We kind of skipped over the old Gimskis in the last video, but we'll discuss them and the Sabrovs later on. Do you mean old Georgi? That means it's serious. Okay, good talk. I never went to the theater last time. We really need to go to the theater. You know what we could do instead? Go see if we can get a scalpel or repair a scalpel off of the kids. You're only selling 2. Okay, never mind. Let's check with Bad Grief for a scalpel. Well, you know, here's what's wild. For this for the first like little bit of this game, money is going to be important, and at some point, it's going to have no relevance, and it's going to suck. 1,800. Oh my god. Oh, will you give me money? Straight out of here, and then take a left. I was about to bitch and moan about people in the gut hating me, and I realized it's because I actively perform autopsies in the gut, and that could be something to do with it. And I got jumped in the maw, and for some reason that makes people hate me. Alright. What's our play? What's going on here? I used to never go to the plays last playthrough, so I'm glad I'm doing it this time. Guess what, guys? It is still, in fact, a play. Everything is still a fucking play. I don't really make it back to the theater too much in this playthrough, but to keep it short and sweet, the theater puts on performances, heavy quotes around performances, each night that adds additional lore and exposition to what is going on within the story. It also shows you the location of the dead item shop, which changes locations every night and disappears by dawn. You can trade broken items there for pretty useful stuff, but you only get access to it by watching the play that night. Fair warning though, by like day 3 or 4, you're gonna have a million things you want to do, and not one of them is going to involve going out of your way in the middle of the night to the theater to listen to Mark Immortal bitch and moan to you about exposition for 10 minutes. But if you are able to make it there, like I said, has some pretty cool stuff. You're just gonna have an entire like plague to cure, so you might have other stuff to do. Oh, it's me. He does have a pretty angry face.
Sure, there are emotions. Intellect. Well, no one expected a miracle. Not from this specimen. He's no true human, but a larva. Just like all the larvae we've seen here lately. Pardon me, I shouldn't have been so rude. You are, after all, the star of the show. Here's some advice. Actually, the only advice that matters. Try not to die. Ever.
We've already broke that so many times.
The bachelor and the girl.
They're waiting for...
To add some context to what we're watching, right? So you have this gameplay, right? It's so different. Oh my god, I bet. You have gameplay, like we have what's going on, but there's also this kind of fourth wall breaking thing around the theater where this is all also like, and I'm putting this in like very simple terms, and it's actually a much more complex, insane part of the game. It's a fourth wall break that imagines this entire game as a play, right? So a lot of, like I've said this a few times before, but a lot of the, I'm kind of saying it for Omen's sake and anyone else who's just come in, a lot of the game's mechanics and tips and things like that are introduced to us not through like in-game tutorials, but through actors, like people that are part of a play production. And so I think what the theater does, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Make, because I didn't go to it a lot at my last playthrough, is it provides insight on what's going on at this point in the game every night. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's hard because once you understand that the game is constantly trying to talk about itself in a fourth wall-y kind of way, then things that originally made no fucking sense whatsoever start making sense. But it isn't until you understand, like, oh, this isn't a play. This is the game trying to tell me something about the overall themes or their overall message or their overall consequences of my choices. Like, until you understand it's the game talking directly to you through a lot of really fucked up riddles that don't make a lot of sense, but it's the game's attempt of trying to communicate something to you. Until you kind of get that that's what it's trying to do, it makes no fucking sense. You're like, what are these dudes in black doing? That was my biggest issue the first time I played it. I'm like, what are they? Why? Who are these guys with the masks? Pathologic for those who will never play it. Ooh, okay. I may check that out. The dead item shop is open. Is there, like, places to buy food? Yeah, okay. If we can make it to Town Hall, we can get some food. I hate spending money, though. Enhance the experience? Yeah, because Big Vlad is a fucking douche. Is that? Can we not? Oh. The music started getting goofy. I felt, oh, this is the guy from, oh, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever been here. I dabble in buying and selling, but I have no use for coins, though I often find I have two to rub together. I collect things that are old, broken, discarded. Oh. It's good work when a rag and bone man does the rounds. No doors stay shut. Who keeps useless junk? Everyone's happy to see me. Everyone trusts me. It makes for a peaceful harvest. Aren't you afraid of being out at night? I only work nights. It's a ripe time. Does it frighten me? No, nor should it frighten you. The town changes each night, turns into a different place to explore. What was open during the day closes, and what was closed opens. Oh my gosh, okay. No, you're not having my fingers. Alright, that should just get us through the next little bit. We need to start looting places, honestly. Pick lock, they'll know. I don't think we should pick locks anywhere other than places that already fucking hate us. Never mind, they hate us. Okay. Oh yeah, so not only can you kill people and steal their kidneys, you can also burglarize their homes. Once the plague hits, you are able to loot houses in infected districts with no knock to your reputation. But looting a house in a non-infected district will affect your reputation, as stealing people's belongings is generally frowned upon. With the infected districts, usually, I think how they explain it is something to the effect of, look, yeah, stealing is like morally wrong, but we also understand that you're kind of working with nothing here, so do what you gotta do. As long as everyone is infected, they're probably gonna die anyways. If they're not infected though, you keep your paws to yourself. About to get my ass kicked, about to get my ass kicked. No one's in here. Alright, I'm getting nervous. Where was I going? Oh, we need to go to town hall. That's what we were doing. Okay. Because we need to get the keys to our dad's house. Save. This is where the rewards are at, right? No. Alright, town hall people. Where's my shit? Hello. Can we not? Do I have to wait to a certain time to, like, get my stuff? It's probably only during a certain time of the day, I imagine. Oh, there's a little sleep place. Let's go. And jail cells, question mark? No, no sleep. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can go in here at some point. Certainly it'll open soon, right? What do you mean, trust too low? I need food! Speaking of, oh, we're in the... We can go to the flank then. Okay, go up and over. I can't wait till I don't have water reservoirs to drink from and I just have to sit there and dehydrate. I think that'll be fun. The gut. Yeah, so all of the sectors of this town are named after parts of the body, which is another systems theory thing that I really want to go into, but I kind of have to flesh my thoughts out on it a little more. But that's kind of what that alludes to, is that it's, although they're all very different, it's all different parts of a body that all kind of work together. Fat Vlad said the Golgimskis got you in their pocket. Tell me then, the hell's going on at its factory? Why'd it shut down? Will we still be paid? Golgimski thinks I belong to him? Did I hear you right? You guys remember Vlad, right? Fat Vlad is the leader of the Olgimski family, and out of the 3 ruling families, he is in charge of the economy. He has a factory where his employees are a primarily steppe population, and it's often understood that he is largely taking advantage of this population and is a pretty overall terrible boss. We met him, like I said, in video 1, and we will see him later in this video, but yeah, that's Fat Vlad. He said you're his protege, and that no one touch you. Means he has plans. Exactly, so leave me alone. I probably have my reputation. Honestly, if Fat Vlad said to not touch me, and so people aren't touching me, I'm not gonna look the fat Vlad in the mouth. I'm not gonna look the gift horse in the mouth. We're gonna have to eat soon, because we're always hungry. I'm pretty sure we bought a fish, and it got dropped. I don't remember. Hey guys, I'm gonna ignore this and go inside, but I hope everything's well. Oh. You look like Simon Kane, I think. Nope, just hop rough. I'm bad about skipping dialogue too, but when I stream it, it makes me slow down and like read it, which is nice. And lastly, meet Alexander Saburov, the head of the Saburov family and our last ruling family in general. Also, quick note here, whenever I say leader, it's just easier to say it that way, but he's the patriarch, but there's also like a matriarchal thing going on in this town that we'll get into later. But anyways, the Saburovs are often seen as the executive power within the town and are also generally assumed to be the mayor of the town. Note here, I think they actually call him the mayor, so I don't know if it's assumed as much as that he is the mayor. They're also harboring the changeling once she arrives, interestingly enough. I have no further context to add to that because I am pretty clueless, but anyways, we made you a prime suspect yesterday, by mistake. Sorry, that was rash. You were too convincing a suspect, but I won't hear you complain. The error wasn't irrevocable. Right, not like you had me executed or anything. Nothing irrevocable. I know how to say this word. Irrevocable. I don't know. About being branded a murderer and hunted like a dog. I should have just read the other one. Spare me the sarcasm, Barack. Let me get this straight. You're still a suspect, and you'll be a suspect until the murderer is found and proven guilty. The only reason you're walking free is something called the presumption of innocence. Do I make myself clear? Good thing some smart people told you about that. Anything else I can help you with today? My fucking house. The house was locked by the committee that examined the crime scene. There may be evidence. It's in your best interest and that of the committee. You have the key, the house is your property, and I have no legal grounds to prevent you access. Yeah, true. Let me hear what those reflections have to say. What are we doing here? Just want to ask something. Everyone here wants to ask something. I'm not here to join the watch, I'm a doctor. Okay. What is this? Greetings. I am sorry to inform you that you're officially banned from joining the watch. Governor's orders. Am I banned because I'm a doctor? I would like to remind you that you're currently on probation until the murderer of Simon Kane. Oh no, not Simon. Of course that wouldn't be Simon Kane. He's dead. Simon Kane, Isidore Barak, and several others is brought to justice. So you're still considered a suspect. There's evidence against you. Okay. So these are people that are in line for some reason. They won't accept you either. No, they won't. It's not because we're Katanj, but Saburov thinks we're Bus Vlad's people, and they have an arrangement. Bikara, they won't accept the Kane's people either. Saburov sure seems ready to take up the reins of power. It's about time, if you ask me. Why is that? Because you can't trust people, that's why. The rule of the 3 families was about trust, in each other and the townsfolk. The damned nobles trusted people to govern themselves. And the people, they are unruly beasts. They don't respond to kindness, only strength. I feel like they do, though. Our rulers were kind and lenient. Where did it get us? What we need is someone who can keep the rabble in check. Okie dokes. Whatever you say, girly pop. Feel like you're getting a little crazy on me, but that's okay. Okay, so we talked to Saburov, I think that is. Got the keys. He's like, hey, Chief, no, we can't prove that you killed him, but we're still pretty sure you killed him. So, yeah, I guess you're free to go. The we kind of did a dum-dum, like, because we've, like, just been killing and taking people's organs. Okay, we only kill people that attack us in our defense. But yeah, so we're gonna get back to our dad's house, check on whatever money he left us. I was thinking, because last time I played, I was like, I don't want to buy a gun. I don't want to use guns. And today I was like, you know what? Let's get a fucking gun. So I think we'll be able to get the revolver here. We have a good amount of cash, I think. Yeah. And quite a bit of things we can sell. It's 7 a.m., so it is early morning. Okay, whatever. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go. Do we even have... No, we do not have a working scalpel. If we can find someone to repair it, that'd be pretty cash money. I remember talking to these people. They don't like me. It's a good thing that we have to go see Vlad, because everyone in the guts fucking hates us. So that's going to be real helpful. No one cares about me here, but the hindquarters are going to be a little rough, but that's okay. I can handle a zone every now and then being difficult to get through, but all of them at once was kind of rough. No, I'm looting this, not you. See you tonight at Saba's place? It's dangerous, yes. This is a place you must not bring outsiders. Everyone's looking for a Shabna Kadish. It's good that they forgot Saba. So it's do you go there every night? The kin even live there. People come and go, so will I. Okay, so maybe we should do that so that they stop hating us for cutting open a body and stealing the organs. Okay. There you are. Here I am. You need to see Capella. Who is Capella? Our mom, Big Vlad's daughter. My dad works at his factory, you know. Sorry. Why do I need to see her? Because. Okay. Well. She only wants chalk. Stupid kid. I literally have a gun. I'm just joking. I don't have a gun yet. You look older. Trade with me. Oh, there we go. Delicate equipment? I don't know. But I do want to stock up on fingernails. So, do a little tradesies there. I think we have 2 fingernails, actually. Oh, dude, I feel rich. Oh, my God. Okay, we don't need to... I feel like we're maybe going a little overboard with the fingernails. I will say, I mean, we're not starting... Like, it's a little goofy, but as of now, we're in a much better spot than we normally are in this game. I'm sure it's not going to last. I'm confident it's not going to last. But I have health. I have other stuff, so... So this way to get to Deer Old... Is that, Yeah, okay, so now there's herbs everywhere. Okay. I gotta remember where some of the herbs grow. So we can, like, start stocking up. So, in terms of... Oh, we just dropped. In terms of making money in this game, other than organs, the big go-to is, the herbs, right? The herbs at the Broken Heart. This is goofy. This is actually genuinely creepy. I don't remember this being creepy. Hey everyone, what's going on in here? Why are we hearing random voices? Just wondering. We need to start trading for food or something.
Fear death, and neither should you. Death to a doctor is but a partner in conversation, the constant witness of our work.
Noise, not text, yeah.
Even when we succeed. It is not old age or what comes after it that worries me. I am instead beset by the thought that I might fail to pass on my role. Make haste, son. I truly need you.
Was that the letter he sent us?
Loving
Yeah.
Father, Isidore Bernard.
Can we touch? Found a spare key, but these key thefts are becoming concerning. Your equipment is far from cheap, is it not? It would serve no one if it gets stolen. So that was Big Vlad, actually. And do keep in mind that if our small arrangement is uncovered, I too will have to bear the consequences. Oh, a small arrangement. VO here is Vlad Olgimsky, but Vlad the Younger. This is a key that will unlock the factory that becomes your quote-unquote lair where you can kind of do a lot of your stuff. You'll meet young Vlad later. He's really, really cool. I don't know too much about him because I think you learn more about him in Classic, but He is the heir to the Olgimsky family and is largely interested in doing better and treating those people better than his father does, which makes me like him, but we may learn more about him in Classic. I'm not really sure. He just seems like an alright guy, but I'm comparing him to Olgimsky, so Bar's kind of like big Olgimsky, fat Vlad. So Bar's kind of on the floor. Bar might actually be in hell. I don't know. Why is this? Okay. Oh, that's like ominous. Why can't I sleep here? If this is like now my house. Maybe potentially because everyone here hates me. God, this is creepy. Oh my god. I'll give it that. Okay, take the money. Okay, we actually kind of need blood. Thank you. Do we have needles already? We do. We have fish hooks already. We just don't have anywhere for open bottles, so. It's so hard on repeat. Yeah, dude, it hurts a little bit. I feel like... This is goofy. What? This doesn't look like someone with reasonable mental health has been working in here. This doesn't look sanitary either. What's that? Oh, a scalpel. All right, fuck it, yeah. Switch those out. Do we have a broken... No, we don't have anywhere to put it either. All right, you're staying there. Interesting. All right, Dad. I don't really know what's going on here, but we saw this picture somewhere else too. I don't know if the pictures, if there's anything like, I don't know if that's on purpose or if they're just reusing assets. Oh my god, get me out of this nightmare of a house. Dude, I have so many fucking fish hooks, it's kind of unreal. Whoa! Oh god, you know, it's stupid because I like, it's not like she popped up, but she genuinely kind of scared the shit out of me, I'm not gonna lie. Clara, you can't just like walk into people's house like that. That's kind of fucked up, dude. I know you're like, you like don't exist, but like genuinely you can't just do that. We gotta leave that in there because I'm not walking around with that.
Don't like people much, but hating others, that's a challenge to them too.
I came to pay my last respects to your father. Don't force me out. Can you give me a good reason not to? You literally just walked into my house. Like, did you know him? I didn't. He was already dead when I arrived. I hate the little grin. I'm like trying to wrap my brain around Clara, so you're just doing it for appearances. I talk to people a lot, and they said a lot of good things about your father. Talking to people is my greatest skill, you know. They open up and turn from puppets to actual living humans. Are you gonna live here now? Live here yourself if you want. Yeah, I don't feel like. I mean, okay, I know Clara. I don't know. Artemy doesn't know Clara, but I know Clara. Fucking if you don't live here. Can y'all leave me the fuck alone, dude? Why are these do these people have nothing better to do than follow me around? Why are you here? Wrong question. Why are you here? Well, I come bearing a sanitary order, so I'm here to examine and quarantine the place. Hospitality is an important tradition in my family, but to you, I'll deny it. Why? This just isn't the right I don't fucking like you. You're rude. Like, I don't like you, bachelor whatever. Daniel Dankovsky at your service. Just get lost. Is that so? Still, with your kind permission, I insist on examining the place. Even your unkind permission would do so, but if you struggle to provide even that, I'll be fine with your consent without your consent at all. I hope I don't need to threaten you at gunpoint. And by the way, what is this strange mold, I guess? Is it mold? That thing your house is covered in? Do houses often get scabs around these parts? I don't know. Never seen it. They're linted chains, maybe? I don't know. Why am I in... Dude, can he just, like, not... Now I can't go inside because it's quarantine. Okay. Well, I guess there goes the tinctures. Oh, this is what he's talking about. What's this mold? Probably nothing important. Probably nothing that's going to be important at any point in this game. Probably something not to worry about. Who knows? Probably nothing you need to give a second thought. Okay. VO, Vlad Olgimsky. Okay, so like all roads are kind of leading back to Vlad's. So let's go there. And then actually, before we do that, let's go let's go down here so we can drop off some shit. Actually, and while we're doing that, the house is all sick. Must be shingles. Who told you that? All houses are alive around here. Ah, still in my same old hometown. Guess I can't trade with any of you guys. Okay. Weird kids are still weird. No further notes. I was just like, who is this person running? Here, have this item for you. What's this? A sign of trust. As we share things with each other, so do we share our feelings. Warmth, kindness. We see now that you're a good person. The town trusts you. Do you want to become its part? We barter and share. Do you like the item I've given you? Will you find any use for it? I don't really know what you need. I chose randomly. We don't very know you well yet. What do you want in exchange? Doesn't matter. All that matters is that there was an exchange. You give me something of yours, I receive something of mine. Give me whatever you want. To others, give what they want. They won't ask a lot. If you share generously and give more than is asked, the town will remember that. It's just a token after all, a tradition. You'll get to know us better. We get to know you better. Our town is like a family. You have returned. Now please help us remember, accept, and maybe even love you. I'm saying it on behalf of everyone. Trust too low to trade. Okay, was that not like... Did we... Okay. Okay. So that's kind of funny. All this shit about trust and still won't trade with me. Wow! Bit judgy if I say so myself. I don't think I'm gonna go to Ruben's apartment. Dude, I don't know, man. I know he's like a complicated character and there's like he's important. But yeah, I just don't give a shit about Ruben in the slightest. I do not like him. I don't want shit to do with him. I'm gonna try to like him this playthrough. I don't feel confident that that's going to happen. Here it is. I know one thing I didn't do much is talk to the twins very much, and I do want to talk to them a little more this time around. Well, what are you needing today? What do you... I think we already talked to him, and I don't remember what he said. So 50, 100. Okay, so sell that, and then one of each. No, okay.
Just don't touch me this time of year.
Young Vlad. I forgot about Young Vlad. Your face seems vaguely familiar, but I'm positive we've never met. What is your business? I'm the son of Isidore Barak. You have my condolences and my envy. You're lucky to have a father like him. Indeed. Isidore respected you as a person. He indulged your desire to walk your own path and has never forced you to follow in his footsteps. Never tried to produce a carbon copy. When he sent you away, the kin were livid. They condemned Isidore for tearing you away from your roots. But he always said that this was the only way for you to come to truly love your people. Through choice, not blind necessity. Wow, this is a lot of exposition and lore from a character I did not expect to give it. Alright, young Vlad. You seem to be well informed. My position in the family forces me to keep tabs on everything that happens in our sad little town. Not so happy with that. Right you are. Familial obligation is a sore spot for me. I pay good money to never have to think about it again. Fair enough. If we disregard the Canes and Sabrovs, one could say my father controls the town as closely as he controls his fat purse. Sadly, he's content with the current state of affairs and sees no reason for things to change. His complacency will doom us all. Things are already in motion, but let us speak of something else. Hi everyone, meet young Vlad, Fat Vlad's son and heir. Like I said earlier, they a lot of times butt heads due to young Vlad's desire for less, I guess, scummy, for lack of a better term, business practices. He's taken it upon himself to learn as much as he can about the steppe culture, as that is the workforce that he will one day be in charge of. What's really cool about him is, in the bachelor's classic route, he is actually the one to teach you about the steppe culture and catch you up, as none of the kin will really talk to the bachelor at any point unless forced to. He also seemed to work pretty closely with Isidore in this way and gave Isidore the key to the factory that Isidore and now Artemy will use as their, I was gonna say drug factory, but in reality they're making medicine, but it's kind of funnier to call it a drug factory because like really you have a pretty suspicious looking machine in there that makes bottles of stuff. But anyways, yeah, that is your primary base of operations. God, it's already 11 o'clock. I feel like these days go by so fast and so slow at the same time. Let me know how the audio is, because Omen mentioned last time I played that it was a little quiet. I make sure it's not too quiet. I want you guys to hear all of the creepy sounds along with me. Okay, never mind. I do like that our little factory is just right around the corner. That's nice. Isn't Sticky supposed to just, like, pop up in here?
What are you afraid of?
Yeah.
That they'll get mad? Huh?
Alright, Sticky. I forgot about this thing. Oh my god, we can get the gun. Pretty much. Welcome to the factory. This is where you'll do the majority of your tincture making. A lot more on that in a minute. bag and equipment upgrading, and it is a save and sleep point. It's also now where Sticky lives, or rather where he lived before you barged in and decided to make it your home.
Have you seen a pale, glimmering man walking around at night?
No, I haven't. That's weird. You shouldn't talk to strange men. Alright, Sticky. Talk to me, brother. What's going on? No, he doesn't get that high?
Every Joker's one joke away from being a goner.
Every Joker's one joke away from being a gun. I didn't touch anything. Oh, an old friend of mine, I see. Well, I'm not leaving. You got that? You, like, catching rats or something? Why are you yelling at me? Old man and I used to do a lot of stuff here. I even figured out how to crystallize blue salt. Sticky the drug lord? Made extracts myself. You think I was just helping him? I know a lot of stuff. What is that thing on the table? Did you make that all by yourself? No need to be nasty. I guess that was the sarcastic option. If you're the nice one here, go ahead and kindly tell me how you got in. Easy. Someone needs to work the machine, and after all, while the old man walks the step. So I volunteered. Our kind doesn't need keys. You're an apprentice of his, but you're more like a cat. Hey, you know what? I can make a painkiller concoction all on my own. I can clean the machine. I can take it apart and put it together, all the pieces. And the one right there. It's a mixer. Old man used to make medicine here, like tinctures, I think he called it. Extracts from all kind of gross stuff. So you know how to operate it? For some reason, neither of them works. Can you fix it and I'll do anything. Just don't make me go. Oh my god. Sticky. Oh. So if you missed that, I'm gonna recap it real quick because I do think it's important to fully understand Sticky. He was pretty much an orphan before your father took him in and cared for him. He's been living here and helping your father while your father, I wouldn't say mentored, but kind of taught him medicine and stuff here and there. Thus, he has picked up a thing or two. He can be a little grouchy, kind of a lot grouchy, but he has a really strong desire to help that is incredibly endearing. As I stated in the first video, your dad mentored 8 kids in the town, Sticky being one of them. It was your father's belief that the direction and fate of the town would ultimately be dictated by these kids he mentored. Probably later down the road, but it is what it is. This is one of the many responsibilities you take over for now that your father has passed. You can ignore these kids, but they are described as your quote-unquote bound, so if they die to the plague, ultimately you will feel responsible. My first playthrough, yeah. Why are we talking to the doll now? Alright, well, here's the thing. We're entering a tutorial, and I'm going to hold your hand and walk you through it, because there's a lot of nuances with this mechanic of the game. But also, if this is not something you want to hear a whole lot about, I'm going to put a timestamp on the screen, and you can skip to that to essentially skip a lot of just mechanic talk. But I always read this moment here, is what you're seeing on screen, as almost like a passing of the torch. It seems a little trippy, but it looks like to me that you are having a moment with your late father who is speaking to you through your old doll. This functions, like I said, as the tutorial for tincture making, diagnosing illnesses, and treating said illnesses. The game does a pretty good job of teaching you this function, but the entire sequence is very dreamlike and, like I said, trippy. To me, narratively though, it does feel like the final passing of the torch from your father to you, as he is in this dream reminding you or teaching you everything he knew and everything you will need to know to solve the upcoming dilemmas you may face, for lack of a better term. Speak but waste no breath. I remember you, Tumblr Toy. I used to pretend you were alive when I was little. Now he would have said, this place is our true home. One can work here. Even though I've never been here before, you can sleep here. My bag is a bit small, that's true. Here, I can fix that eventually. You can perform operations here, and of course, make medicines. Sorry, I was reading. Tinctures are the foundations of every treatment. The step has graced us with its wondrous herbs. Twice, Fairy, Ashen Swish, White Whip. Tell me, what's so good about them? Correct. They reveal the symptoms of a disease and improve immunity. How would you make a tincture? Clear water and 2 different herbs. You can find both here. Look in the cabinet, make a single ulmer for a start. I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. But I guess this is a dream. Because, okay, yeah, this is a dream. So this is the brown and the red. That gives us something. I feel like we've made quite a bit. Yeah, there's like the Yas, the Zerk, the Medril. Alright, I did it. Oh my god. Hello? Our mom has some sort of wicked disease, doctor. Can you give my little sister something to keep her safe? She's a frail one. This September is truly foul. Are we seeing like a memory? I feel like this is definitely like a memory. It is indeed. Okay, well I guess we now need all of that shit. One thing to note here is that this is the game teaching you how to immunize people and boost their immune system. This will become more important when there are infected districts, so there are important characters in those districts that will need an immunity boost to hopefully beat the plague. Backtracking though, once the plague arrives, important characters, which is really anyone that you can access in your journal, that live in an infected district will roll the dice on whether they are infected or not at the end of the day. It's a fun little meter system. Hopefully I'm showing it on the screen right now. I can show you. And giving them tinctures like the one you just brewed will raise their chances of not getting infected. The randomness comes in with the placement of the arrow on the meter, and you can immunize them as much as you want, or I think you can only really immunize them once. But regardless, it will still be up to fate. You can still immunize people and they will still get infected. There are 3 basic herbs and 3 fancy pants herbs that you can use for these tinctures. The fancy pants ones will give a higher boost to the immunity system, or to, I guess, their immune system, period. Later on, ideally, you'll be able to create antibiotics and cures, but honestly, that's not till like day 8 or 9 for my current playthrough, so we're not getting into that anytime soon. Recommendations. You did all you could. Good, now let's get down to curing people. What always comes first? Layer. But you're forgetting something. Pain. Pain is our greatest ally. Reminds us we're still alive. Blah, blah, blah. I'll stick to morphine. Yes. So I'm kind of rushing through this part, but that's because I'm like, I kind of know what he's starting to say, and I just want to like catch up so I can kind of reacquaint myself with this minigame. You were just going to get high as a kite, brother. It's time for the most important part. What I met. You'll learn the properties of herbs in due time. Only this way will you understand how things are connected. Grab more herbs and water. Prepare an omer of every color. Going blind for now. The herbs are over. Pain levels. I'll be observant. Okay. So this would be blood and nerves, maybe? It's mainly looking at blood, though. So orange is blood. A fever rises. Who fucking knows? It's either bones or nerves. So it's either, yeah, okay. It's in the nerves. Okay. But later, for now, you can use pills. There should be a stash around here somewhere. Choose the correct one. Right there, we were just walked through the diagnostic process. There are 3 layers of the human body: nerves, blood, and bones. The diagnostic treatment helps identify which layer the illness is hiding in. Each tincture, color/type correlates with a layer. You have to test them to see how the body reacts, which will narrow down the possible layer until you're able to make a for sure diagnosis on where the illness is hiding. From what I can tell, it ends up being random. Sometimes it takes 1 tincture, sometimes it takes all 3. The thing to be cognizant of, though, is the pain level of whoever you are treating. You are testing the body to see where the illness is, and this is inherently painful. If the pain levels rise too high, you will be unable to do any further diagnostics until you give them some morphine. It's yellow, so like, first the nerve layer, yeah, okay. Dude, I completely forgot about this minigame. Shit's wild. You did all you could. Only a miracle can help now. Congratulations, you beat the minigame, but it doesn't mean shit. The kid's still gonna die. Once you diagnose the layer, you can give the patient medicine to reduce the infection. This is only if they are infected. Unless you're out of tinctures, there's really not a reason to give a healthy person pills. Unfortunately, though, this does not guarantee that they live. Immunizing people does not also guarantee that they don't get infected. The best you can do in either situation is raise the odds in their favor for staying healthy and alive, and hope that the dice, at the end of the day, rolls in your favor. Nice, okay. Hey, Sticky.
You know my nerves can only take so much.
Sorry, Sticky. I forgot that you're like, that your nerves are something to be considered. So does it work now? Damn, it does. What about the big one? I'll fix it too. Would you like me to look for scrap metal? Causing stuff? Oh, you can find toolkits in shops, but rarely. But it's doable. But I don't think anyone's selling one now. But if I see one, I'll let you know. Yeah, definitely let me know. Okay, so we need thread, a needle, and cloth. A razor. Oh, we had a razor earlier in a name tag. Oh, because this... Okay, so this repairs knives and shit. Oh, so we can actually repair shit here. Oh my god. That's gonna go crazy. So this layer is also where you can upgrade your inventory and repair your equipment, which is going to be super useful later on day 1,000,000,000 when you have a scalpel and it has -2 durability to it. You will need items, primarily the ones on screen, to repair scalpels and knives. There are other stuff that you'll need, but I'm not going to go through every single item you may need to repair something, but you can trade for pretty much everything you'll need to repair either your bag, your clothes, or your equipment. And you can usually find them in trash cans or in dumpsters, but more likely you'll find them either from adult men or adult women. Sometimes kids too, but honestly, I don't really know anything you can't find from kids, so just take that as a general rule of thumb. Tinker, and we need the toolbox for that. Okay. Oh, and here's where we sleep. Okay, and save. Where's our... I don't think we can sleep yet because we need to find something to eat. But our exhaustion's okay, so we don't really need to... We don't need to sleep just yet. Dude, can you bugger off? I'm not buying the damn cow yet. I need to find 11 cents somewhere so I can buy a gun. You can always sell that to Bad Grief, but I'd rather keep it for... Can we... Why won't it let me put the blood on here? You're looking at the wrong spot? Oh, okay. Oh! I was like, what is happening here? Oh, there's another one. Hold on. Yes, correct. There's another one. Okay. TLDR here is that if you dump blood near certain trees, which you'll know it is a certain tree because there's a pretty audible sound effect that sounds distinctly like a giant stomach growling, the earth will, in return, give you herbs. The prompt will be on the roots of the tree, not the tree itself, by the way. The narrative piece here is that you are feeding Mother Earth and she is giving you something back in return. Why does she want blood? Could it be that she's pissed off about something and that might be why the plague is about to wipe out everyone in this godforsaken town? Who knows? I certainly could not say either way. Oh my god. There goes the inventory space. I feel like for the hindquarters, we really kind of need to get our shit together so that people don't hate us here. But I don't really know how to do that if they attack me on sight. Trade? So they don't hate my guts. My wife was killed yesterday. How can I look our children in the... Oh, I'm so sorry. No, and I could have acted instead. Oh, so she probably got killed for being a Shabnock, supposedly. Okay, so people are starting to not hate me as much. I'm gonna go to the gut first. Trade. Gonna need a fish, I'm not gonna lie. Is there a 1 here? Yes, so 1, and then... There we go. See? I'm trading at a disadvantage. Great. This item I give you some of my luck, I guess. People say I have that in spades. Don't know if I believe it. Now, what shall you give me? Wit. Be a witty little bastard. Oh, and right on cue, I am really, really hungry. There's usually, I see my lips. They stop and come back. I wonder if they think food. Are you out of food? Okay, I don't really feel like talking to you. Surely there's like an herb back here. Oh. I don't hear any buzzing though. Okay, I need to like stay focused on getting to old Gimpskis. 1, before someone shanks me. And 2, before the day fucking ends. It's already 1. Dear God. Did I walk by Capella? Oh no, I think she's around back. Who's Vlad?
The most important part of a barn is a good lock.
Yeah? Yeah? He isn't one ugly fucker. Touch to a key. What made you think so? Well, signed with your initials. So there's a key. Signed VO. More than one person in the world happens to have these initials, but not all of them have the keys to spare. I think I know who VO is. That son of mine. This punishment from God. Oh, his baby Vlad. So's your son, huh? Also Vlad Olgimsky. I don't throw keys around. I keep them close. Your father had his own house and he never locked it. Always open, unafraid of thieves. Thank you, Master Barak, for letting me know. I'll be sure to investigate this mysterious key. Oh, I didn't mean to throw young Vlad under the bus. Should we, like, go give him a heads up or something? I feel kind of bad. Please don't attack me. Are they burying something here? Hey, Uncle, dig a hole for us, will you? What for? We need it. What would be my reward? A burial gift. Everyone gets to take something away from a funeral. That's why we're holding it. Are you burying a cat? No, not a cat. And whom? Just the 8th. And nothing bad happened when we buried them because holes were shallow, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll bury it. I feel like surely this won't come back to bite me. What is happening here? What is happening here? I forgot about this cutscene. This is one of those times where Pathologic 2 is like, I'm a video game. We're living in, like, you're playing through this game. And then it's also like, also, info dump in the most roundabout way that you're not going to understand until several billions of hours later into the game. You see that 4th wall? Fuck that wall. Fuck that wall. But the 8 are the bound, right? Because there's a list of, like, 8. Oh, that's not creepy at all. There was no wall. Yeah, you look over, the wall actually doesn't exist. So, but the 8 are the bound, who Isidore is trying to keep alive, or suggesting you attempt to keep alive, right? So they're burying the 8th because they think they're gonna die, or they already have died, I don't know. Every now and then I forget that there's, like, the horror aspect of this game. Oh, joy. Alright, you fucking weirdos. I was just trying to help the kid with their weird stuff. So boring. How much longer do we have to wander the streets? It's boring everywhere. Capella said we can't go to the nutshell until this evening, so we wait. Because it's empty, plus it's close to the station. You mean the passenger station? Oops. Hush, you should know about this. Forget it. Already forgotten. Haha. I see now why we should be talking to kids more often. Capella, where are you? Oh, what is she already coughing for? Capella, no. No coughing, please. No coughing in my town. These doors open, do they? Nope, this is leave. Forgot about you.
Crying. My eyes are just watering.
Yulia. The Canes had a rather unusual notion of how they wanted the town's routes planned. They believed the routes of choice influenced people's mood, their soul state. I found the challenge intriguing, if a bit insane. The Canes are kind of off the rocker. Well, they have built the polyhedron, have they not? There it is. I was even allowed to ascend it, though I wasn't allowed inside. The cathedral, the crucible, the Stillwater, all those buildings are machines that work with the same idea. God, I forgot that there was this entire other aspect of the game. Like all of the architectural mindfuckery. What idea? When a person finds themselves in a relatively enclosed space, it influences their inner state in a certain way. It's no secret. The Canes are trying to create buildings that enhance spiritual growth. As in, well, we're moving to the field of philosophy now. Not my area of expertise. But as far as I can tell, in their eyes, humans aren't paragons of animals, but rather larvae. They believe the human spirit is a spring to be stretched, their favorite image. To make people desire new things. Weird things, things beyond their limits. Oh boy, alright, so we're getting into Cane territory here, which is not a territory I am super familiar with, but I'm going to give a brief overview on kind of what we just learned here. The Canes are all about progress, and progress in a very philosophical way. They have a lot of interesting ideas about the town, the people in it, and how the environment interacts with those people. Yulia is a architect, I think, engineer. Anyways, Yulia is an expert they've invited from the capital to map out some of the roads throughout the town. Much like Yulia, I am also confused by the Kane's overall goal here. It feels almost spiritual in a way, like spiritual development, but the Kanes have a pretty interesting take on the town, and the experts that are here, meaning the Bachelor, the twins, and Yulia, are here because they were invited by the Kanes in hopes of creating some sort of progress or enlightenment in the town. Okie dokes. Do people ship her and Lara together? Hi, Capella.
Father has avoided me as of late. Strange.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. You're Artemy Barak. Greetings. Greetings to you too. Are you Olgimski's daughter? Yes, my name is Victoria, but my friends call me Capella. Well, are we friends? Yes. Really? How did you figure it out so fast? I can see. I haven't yet mastered the art, but I do see things sometimes. It's a gift and Oh, here's more of the matriarchal thing. It's a gift I inherited from my dear mother. Another thing to note here about the three ruling families is that not only are the patriarchs sort of leading the family in this very government way and ways leading the town, the matriarchs are also leading the town and families in a very, I don't know how to describe it, like almost like a spiritual way. They have this interesting connection to the town and to this gift of sight. The sight is something that is passed down from one matriarch to the next. Capella is Vlad Olgimski's daughter, and her mother had the sight but passed away years and years ago. Capella is the next in line to be the quote-unquote matriarch of her respective family, but the other ones in town are Maria Kane, who is very involved with the bachelor's route, and Katerina Sabarov, who we will talk to later, much later in the days in the timeline. Yeah, I haven't mastered the art of, sorry, talking about clairvoyance. I mean, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I know what a person will say before they say it, or I imagine a situation and the next day it unfolds exactly how it was in my head. Sometimes I know past events I wasn't present for, like which drawer father puts papers in 2 years ago. That's pretty cool. Not that powerful, not with me. Not like my mother. She could see at will, although even with her it could be fickle. I only see rarely, I don't control it at all. I see, you're dude, I wasn't trying to be sarcastic! That's a rare gift in this town. There's once several women who could see. Mother, Nina Kana, Katerina Sabarova, perhaps. Outsiders arrive at such skepticism, but they're always soon astonished. You likely aren't afraid of blood, right? Of course not, I'm a surgeon. Do you know what I see? Under your feet, the hard soil acts as though spring melts, each step forming an imprint filled with red. You leave pools of clotted blood in your wake, Artemy Barak. I thought this must be about murders, but you're no murderer. What does this all mean? Why have you come? Are you looking for my brother, perhaps, or do you want me to ask something of my father? Have you been crying? Do people often come to you as a in-between for Big Vlad? Yes. Father pays heed to what I ask of him, tells me I'm the only person he loves. That's because I take after mother. My condolences. Oh, our family is falling apart. Father and brother argue all the time, louder and crueler with each passing day. Brother is angry with me. Everything went awry after mother's death. She was holding the family together. She died when I was 6. On the day of her funeral, I locked myself in with the coffin so that no one could take her away from me. All right, that's like a tad dramatic, but pop off, Capella. That evening, brother explained there is no other way. The dead must be buried. That is what's best for them, he said. Then I understood. How did your brother make you sad? Brother acts against father's will. Your kin make up most of father's workforce, but he doesn't treat them well. So brother argues with him, but father hates to be challenged. He says he'll disinherit my brother. Making you the heiress? Wrong. Mother would never want that, and father honors her will. Still does. Aw. Tough life there, kiddo. Must be hard being a Nepo baby. I'm sorry. She's not I mean, she is a Nepo baby, but she's not a Nepo baby. What do you guys have? Some of us wait for you at the square. The bridge square, that is, in the stone yard. You know how to get there? Why there? You should. It's pretty. You know, they thought you went to see the Judge Kane. I mean, they can wait a bit longer. No, they can't go there. They're doing it for you. You shouldn't keep them waiting. We're not your servants. I did not say that you were my servants. Am I ever able to make morphine? Oh my god, why does my to-do list keep getting longer and longer? This is like, so accurate. This is so pathologic. Girly Pop talked about, oh shit, I forgot. Thank you. Sorry, I get a little like, ADHD. I wouldn't call it ADHD, but a little ADHD. Vlad, do you have food? I'm about to starve. Vlad, do you have food? Surely you do. You said I could call the servants.
I won't believe in a killer made of clay.
Stop running around, my boy. No need for you to leave. I won't chain you up, but believe me, out there you'll just make a mess. I need to see his body. Well, he might have been put in the ground already. Your people never linger with the rites of death. They bury the deceased immediately. Dude, he died like an hour before I got to town. What do you mean? They buried him within the hour? The new cemetery? Well, there's no such thing as your people anymore. Yours, ours, we're all just people. What's past is past. We're all buried together. Your rites are still different, though. Your kind must be buried in the morning, yes? Listen, are you planning to avenge your father? Well, why do you ask? Cain is eager to condemn someone. Sabrov to execute. I, however, want to make sure we find the right person. Let's go back, drop these herbs off. We need to trade with some kids for some food or something. The kids are over there. I kind of want to check with the kids first. If I can even make it there without starving to death! Dude, I thought we were good on hunger, and, like, now we're not. It's wild. Oh, man. Pathologic, man. Dude, that's the wild thing with Pathologic, though. It's like, you'll be doing something, like, completely unrelated, and then be like, oh, sorry, I have to derail everything I'm doing because I'm now hungry. Dealing, but it makes your throat feel dry. I'm okay with that. Alright, so this is going to put us behind a little bit, but that's okay. But that is, dude, I love Fear and Hunger. That is a good game. I'm a big fan. You want for 20? 5. No, I'm not trading for a lockpick when we have one back at the house. Fuck. I'm gonna need to nap soon. Let's just do it while we're here. Just grab a couple of hours. I like that they kind of explain the way the constant need to sleep. Girl, what are you doing? This is so... Have some self-respect. Oh, I thought this was the... Oh, no, this is the same girl that thinks we're gonna get married. I'm sorry about your loss. Still think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Have you remembered me? Do you remember our connection? Is this just a metaphor for my connection with the kin? Is she... I feel like she can't just be a metaphor for my connection with the kin, because that's too, like... That's too much of a give me. Have you remembered me? Do you remember our connection? You danced well with your energy, huh? I needed to make Earth split open, to lay your father to rest. I'm all yours, Kerkin. I agree with you. What is your name? So you don't remember it all? No, I honestly don't. This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt. Either its taste, color, or whole salt pose. Or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? Barkane, forget Lara. That's not why I'm following you. Don't send me away. We are bound, you and I. I'm yours. Or her, maybe his connection with the bound? If you don't remember this woman, we met her for the first time yesterday during day 1. She is an herb bride and is pretty confident you guys are either betrothed or meant to be together. There's a lot of lore here, and I don't want to spoil it too bad, but just know if you're confused, Artemis seems to be as well, so you are understanding everything correctly as the game is presenting it. So that should tell you something. Yeah, I'm like, hey, Sticky. How's it going, buddy? Let's throw the herbs in here. Nope, wrong way. It's always the wrong way. All right, we're pretty not hungry, but I don't want to, like, you know, I'm just gonna sleep for a couple hours. Honestly, 2 hours of sleep, we don't need 5 hours of sleep. 2 hours of sleep just sent us into, we got so much more sleep than I thought we were going to get. I feel bad for her. Like, I thought she was annoying in my first playthrough, but now, like, playing through again, I feel kind of bad for her. Harvest some organs, but we got to kind of wait for night for that, which means if we can get that name tag thing that I forget the actual name of, that would be pretty gnarly. So we need to get, like, some really helpful loot drops or go trade with some kids. So for the time being, let's go talk to our dear old friend Stock, who's gonna verbally harass us for killing our father, even though we didn't do that. It requires so much stuff, but I really didn't take full advantage of the lair last playthrough, so I'm gonna try to, like, actually, before just going off to trade for stuff, see if I can do it back at the house. Are you playing hide and seek? No, not that. Not hide and seek. What then? Bone leg. How do you play that? I have bone legs. See, I'm a clay wench. I cannot walk, but whenever he sees me, he runs away in fear. You should run away too. You have normal legs. You're ruining it. Run away already. Ugh, I can't even stop my foot. I'll bite you. Okay. Well, goodbye, small child. Oh, I forgot to get lockpicks. Fuck. Oh, look, we're all hanging out. This is gonna go well, I'm sure. Why'd you come? Finally thought of some good excuse? You think I need to just... I'm gonna get mad at this dude. Yesterday I was told you had killed your father. And you fucking immediately believed it, you little bitch. That's not far from the truth, Barack. You knew all this time I'm not a murderer. You just meant it as, what, some metaphor? I called you a friend. You left when he needed you the most. He cried out for your help, but you didn't care. He was in peril, and you were too busy elsewhere. He truly believed that your arrival would put an end to his troubles. As always, he was right. No, he wouldn't tell me. Suggested we wait for you to arrive, but you were in no hurry, were you? His first letter was sent in May. I only got a single letter 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. Laura said I'm stupid, that I've lost my marbles, but I haven't. Your father always taught us to take stock of the situation, Barack. Overall, you're unneeded here. Don't bother with your father's inheritance. He has better heirs. What a jealous bitch, dude. Oh my god. Some of us still grieve. His inheritance isn't things, it's different. You don't dare accuse me. As for you, Gravel, don't interfere. Who's investigating the murder? No one. But all you care about is some inheritance, and you dare to accuse me. Tell me what you know. I know he was murdered. By someone he knew, someone he trusted, someone who could easily enter his house. That's what's important, not an inheritance. Shut up. Your father's inheritance is his work, Barack. That's his legacy. You're completely unworthy of it. His work is not yours. His knowledge is not yours. You abandoned both. He sent me away, jackass. He wanted me to study elsewhere. Go elsewhere, then. Learn whatever it is you'll learn there. Here you have no place. And if the kin tells you to let go of his burden, listen. Perhaps even that scum can be right sometimes. How are you going to be Barack's, prodigy, but also hate the kin? What? You're out of your depth here. All right, everyone, meet Ruben, your... checks notes best friend. From what I've gathered, you and him were tutored in medicine under your father together until you went to med school and left Ruben here to learn under your father. Since then, he's developed an inferiority complex and massive daddy issues. I'm being a bit crass here, but he is upset at you for abandoning your hometown and not making it back in time to assist your father with whatever happened to him. He is enormously frustrating. I don't know. I don't think I've gone through a playthrough where I can actually tolerate him. But he is a very complex character that I think if you give him a chance and learn more about him in your playthrough, you will grow to not hate him maybe as much as I do. You're hysterical, man. You're barely making any sense. What? Dude, I fucking hate this guy. I hate him so much. I'm letting him die.
My lips are cracked.
So here we are again. I managed to calm down Stock. He was wrong about you. Or he was not entirely right, at least. Were you already offered your father's inheritance, Cub? Refuse it, I beg you. Do not follow his path. Inheritance? As Stock would explain it, Isidore's inheritance involves more than material possessions. It's a legacy. Accepting his legacy would mean taking your place among the kin. They expect that of you. And what's so bad about that? I don't know if I can properly explain this. There's no happiness down this path, not for yourself or others. Your father's path was cruel, Cub. All in all, this is a quiet town. Not perfect, but there's a place for everyone. We're all connected through bonds of love, of friendship, of patience. Life flows through those bonds, the town's veins, and to cut them would cause harm. Your father, don't be mad. He dreamed of remaking it all. He was a healer, sure. He knew life as no one else could. The kin revered him, but even that did us more harm than good, in the end. 5 years ago, there was an outbreak in the crude sprawl. It spread like wildfire. Dozens and dozens dead. People sent for Isidore. When he arrived, he ordered the whole quarter to be quarantined. No one could leave, not even the healthy people, trapped inside. The townsfolk obeyed his orders without question. They barricaded the whole neighborhood. In the end, there's almost no survivors. But the town lived on. I suppose that is true. But Cub, do not take his inheritance. Isidore's inheritance is his power, his authority, his duties. If you become another Isidore, we will never rest. We will never know peace. These people, I'll think about it. You can literally go fuck yourself. Dude, he doesn't look, to be fair, he does not look like he's doing well. Neither of them really do.
Cub anymore, Burach. Time to grow up.
Burach. So it's not Barack, it's Burach. I have been butchering that one. Oh my god, we gotta go sell organs. You enjoy and is able to... Whoa! Whoa! No, no, no. Nope, just run. Do we have water? Oh no, why would it let me, oh. Here. There we go. I'm not fighting. Dude, can you run? For the love of God. Oh my God, everyone hates me here too. You just make it to the Tanners, we might have a chance of, like, staying alive. I mean, we do kind of need, I'm not gonna lie, we do need some organs. God, I suck at this game's combat. Okay, okay, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. God, I don't think I've gotten a single hit on this man. What? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, time to go, time to go. No, I'm stun locked! No, please! Oh, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Gah! Oh my God! Sorry, I'm a bit frustrated. No, Mark, I don't want to. No! Mark, I don't want to talk to you. Hi, Mark.
Actors are desperate, hungry creatures, ready to trade off mother and father for another.
I don't want to talk to Ruben again. As director of our theater, I will now inform you of the most important pillar of your role: silence in the audience. So, with each death of a new actor, we will face irreversible consequences. Got it? Loud and clear. But I think he's busy with bigger things than judging the ethics of my creative endeavors. What are you up to? Any actor who continues Barah's path in place of the previous Barah will have it harder than the predecessor. They'll become burdened with the consequences of your predecessor's death, their negligence. Unpleasant and painful. You won't be able to make a step without a drink of water. How's that? What about being unable to touch a close one, or growing as weak as a 5-year-old child? Why are you doing this? Forewarned, forearm. When one actor dies, the next try to finish this piece in one go. You personally, so that no one has to replace you. Have pity on your successor. Clock is just a point from which the successor begins. But they still carry their predecessor's mistakes. Oh. What is your goal anyways? I'll explain it to your successors. If you fail, clearly those will be beyond help anyways. There's third-rate phonies, so I'll have to spell everything out to them. Wonderful. Enough. Every time you die, you are sent to hell. In other words, you get a really fun meeting with Mark Immortal, or another member of the quote-unquote play you are being subjected to. What he has explained in this conversation is that when you die, you receive a penalty to one of your needs, making them harder to upkeep, which overall will lead to probably more deaths, which will lead to more of your needs being harder to upkeep, which will in turn lead to more deaths, which enter the God-forsaken painful cycle of this game. Oh, it since it's back to the last save, too. Oh my God. Give me 1 second real quick. I don't even know how to make people, like, not hate me. Like, genuinely. For start. Yeah, that's fair. The organs was proud. They were, like, other than the one guy, they were all for them, like, they were all already dead. And then the one guy is the one who attacked me, so I feel like that's really on him for wanting the heat. Okay, I'm looking for... I don't know if I can trade them for what we need, but I'm gonna just triple check none of these guys has what I need. I want to go talk to the governor. Why am I unwelcome there? I haven't done anything in the backbone. This is fucked up. This feels a little bit like discrimination. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what they're discriminating against me for, but... Kids, I need the little nameplate thing so I can repair my knife and not get absolutely slaughtered every time someone attacks me. Can you help me out, please? One of y'all not have this? Trust too low. Yeah, that's fucked up. Okay. What about you? Honestly, it wouldn't hurt to trade for more. Will the morphine heal me at all? Oh, a cash. Perfect. This is where we go, right? Yes. Valid. So, I guess I'm not talking to you. I guess there's nothing to say to Governor Sabarov? Ignore that, it's bugged. Oh, okay. Dude, why are we always fucking hungry? Will anyone here trade with me? No. So if we go into the Shine... We have to go this way anyway, so let's go to the Marrow and try to find someone to trade food with. This is so pretty. Oh my God. So if we go down and go over here, we can hit the bridge square, and then down to the kid's nest. I hate trading my stuff, but I kind of need it, right? Oh, yes, 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 we need that for something. I don't know what, but I know we do. Alright, we're just going to do a flat trade. With this, I give you some of my hope. We have no doctor now. Who will help us? Who will treat our injuries or deliver children? You're a surgeon now. You can do all of that. So have some of our hope, and hope often leads to love. Are you hitting on me right now? I'm just joking. I give you, I don't know, whatever you want. I haven't carried this item for so long. There's little of me in it. Still have some of my worth. I share with you some of my grief. You have given me hope. I give you baggage. I hope that helps, because it's all I have for now. I'm sorry. Oh, that's really sweet, actually. I was making fun of it, but that was a really sweet interaction. Some of the interactions in this game, like, that's what's wild about Pathologic. You'll be running around with your hair on fire. Like, I need to find a singular molecule of food so I don't starve to death. And then you get, like, an interaction like that just makes you be like, oh, that's so heartwarming and sad. And, like your hair will be literally on fire. And then they're like, oh, also have, like, a gut punch as well. Like, oh, that was so sweet. Big fan. Let's just check the pharmacy. I don't think I'm going to get anything here, because I don't think there's a lot at this point that I'm willing to pay for money with, since we're saving for the gun. We already have a scalpel. Yeah, I'm not willing to... Well, let's see. Can we trade for it? We gotta heal our health. Like, I can't... I hate spending money, but we gotta... Those kids look like they're waiting for me. Never mind. This is the kid's nest. Okay, let's... Before we go there, let's go... Let's cross the way here so we can go to the bridge square. I think if we make a quick run through the step when we're... Because we'll be going there to get... For Isidore's funeral. So if we run through there... and collect all the herbs on the way, then we might... And sell certain ones to the Broken Heart. We might actually have enough for the gun. I'm so hell-bent on the gun, dude. I originally wasn't a fan, but, like, I don't want to... Last time I played this game, I got, like, the maximum penalties. I'm not getting max deaths again. I'm either that or I'm gonna end up killing a lot of people trying not to. If only we had gotten the cloth mask. Hello, children. Now, lend your eyes and ears. We trust you, so we'll let you in on the game. Oh, okay. Like hell you are. I know what the cat... I'd be lucky to get... Whoa, sounds important. Very much so. We've never allowed an adult into the great game. It's forbidden. You'll be the first. Or the second, which I think the first was Isidore. Believe me, we wouldn't invite you if not for the first one. All right, I believe you. Now tell me about your game. It's hard and interesting. Or rather, it was until a murderer joined it. The one everyone's after. The person who's, well, the old man. I mean, your father. I mean, you know. Have you, like, seen them? We've seen whatever they left in our game. That's enough. We have these caches. Okay, so lots of them. All over the town. That's where we leave messages and gifts for one another. It's a test of intuition. If you find one, you get to the next level. It also tests greed. Whoever takes items without giving anything in return gets kicked out. That's not important. Not what you should be thinking about. From the old man. Bloody something and a scary note saying they know we'll try to catch them. That we're reading it and they see all. It shook me to my boots. Where'd you find those items? There are 2 caches nearby. The dam and the bowsprit. Go and you'll see for yourself. Only if you take from a cache, leave something too. Respect the rules or it'll all go south. Yeah, so we definitely need to make sure we put stuff in caches. Children's stash. Oh my god, all the way... Oh, these fucking kids, dude. It might be worth taking a fingernail up there. But then once we're up there, we're stuck. So maybe it'll be worth... It'll be better to run up there and take the fingernail back down to this area. Yeah, okay, so that's the game plan. Take the finger... Go up, get it, take the fingernail back down. And, yeah, okay. Final answer. I stored stuff. I don't think I stored anything there. But also the gut doesn't really like me, so I try not to go by the gut very often.
Eat our feast. Stones are broken. Ride our mount. Legs are chosen. Close our eyes. Bones are frozen.
Okay. Oh, big girl. Oh, yeah, she's a big girl. Say hello. I'm sorry. I'm just so food focused. I need to start buying stuff other than food. But get a couple hours of sleep. Asking for help here. Do I need to get these stashes today in order to be a part of the game, or can I bip-bop out of here? So we might as well just keep looting and moving at this point. Oh, we can just sleep at Laura's, actually. Or at Lara's, excuse me. By players, I see. Interesting. Well, we ran all the way up here. And that is the end of our day 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to this point in the video, just know I love and appreciate you. And like I said, if you made it to this point, leave an emoji in chat. I think we did, or God, in the comments, I'm sorry. I think we did a snake emoji last time. That was pretty cool because, you know, KX Cobra Full, it's kind of a cobra, it's kind of a snake thing. Yeah, anyways, leave a snake in chat. Really appreciate if you did sit through all of this and find some modicum of enjoyment out of it. And if you did find a modicum of enjoyment out of it, please consider giving this video a like and subscribe. You've spent like 2 hours with me now at this point. 2 hours is a lie. I think it's more of like an hour and a half, but you've spent a lot of time with me, so you should want to spend more. I hope you want to spend more. Please subscribe. And if you want early access to these videos, I have a Patreon, but honestly, just the watching is enough. Thank you for the support. I'm having a lot of fun with this, guys. Day 2 was a little bit tricky because we're getting into the ruling family side of things, and Classic is one of my weak points. I don't know too much about Classic. I hope to know more about it in the future, but for the sake of this playthrough, at this moment in time, I do not know a whole lot other than my conversations with Make and what I looked up on the wiki here and there to make sure I wasn't saying something obnoxiously wrong. If you have watched, or if you have played this game before, and I did say something obnoxiously wrong, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because while I think I fact-checked everything, I'm sure there's a couple things here and there that I might have misstated briefly. So anyways, thank you so much again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!